Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news for the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, Lomachenko. We got good news from Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a pound for pound fighter. He was even pound for pound number one for a while. He's had a excellent, almost unprecedented amateur career. And, like they would say when the people who put him on the pound for pound list, they'll tell you he passes the eye test. This is Lomachenko. He's got 2 losses already. His last fight with Jermaine Ortiz, I scored it, watched it twice, and I had him losing that one as well. But even if he lost that, he's still a good fighter. That's sometimes what people, in their haste to put people on pound for pound lists and stuff, they think that people have to have 0 losses and stuff. That's not really the case from the fans if we would just stop acting up. But at the end of the day, excuse me, it's the morning. Lomachenko is a very good fighter. And so he's in a fight where it's going to be hard. I don't even think Lomachenko is going to be the favorite in his next fight because he's fighting another pound for pound fighter, and that would be Devin the Dream Haney. Now, Lomachenko has been interviewing of late, and guys, Doma Damas might be wrong. You guys know how I'm pessimistic when fights are for undisputed belts. We always get some shenanigans, things happen, somebody in the negotiations becomes a diva because they basically don't want that fight. And then you have the media who doesn't want that fight, and promoters don't want those fights because you have one person who's obviously the best, and then you can't have any shenanigans anymore, and you can't designate anymore. So I've been saying that even the Devin Haney versus Lomachenko fight, there will be issues, and there's a possibility that it won't happen. I was right about the issues already because the fight should have happened in March, but because Lomachenko wanted to happen in May, then it's happening in May. And also Lomachenko has started asking for more money. So those are issues that, because he shouldn't be asking for money because he's like the people who always are talking about this. He's definitely the B-side, right? That B-side stuff, he's definitely B-side, so he shouldn't be requesting and requiring anything. But because he knows inside that Devin Haney is chasing legacy, and because of that, he knows that Devin Haney's going to do whatever it takes to get this fight because Devin Haney wants him, like since the last 4 years. And that's what's up. So he knows that. So, Devin Haney's going to do anything to get the fight, like he did anything to get the undisputed fight against Kambosos, like he was doing anything to get the undisputed fight against Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney is willing to do anything for legacy, and because of that, they're using that against him. But whatever, Devin Haney's got enough money, and he's going to do what it takes to get the legacy fights. I'm not saying he's going to win them all, but I like the fighters that are going after that. I like the NBA teams that want to be NBA champions, no matter what happens. I like the NFL teams that want to go to the Super Bowl. It is what it is. I would like the teams that want to be the very best at the end, like you should too. But here's something that your boy Lomachenko said that, let's fathom this. He said Devin Haney is a pound for pound fighter. And that's not so profound. It's just because we don't see him on the pound for pound list because of other reasons. Yes, he's a pound for pound fighter. First of all, Undisputed should do that. He's undisputed, and he has undisputed in lightweight division, which is a crazy awesome division. He's as a mandatory, he's punked Ryan Garcia out, which some people call one of the top 4 guys, right? Well, he was Devin Haney's mandatory, didn't want to fight him. Teofimo Lopez had the 3 belts after beating Lomachenko, didn't want to fight him for undisputed. Gervonta Davis is 28 years old, been there forever, not in a rush to fight him because it should have happened a long time ago, right? So you have people who don't want to fight Devin Haney, even though they'll say, well, he doesn't have his punching power, and he has only a jab and no punching power. Some go as far to say he's chinny. Never been down before in all these fights, but he's chinny. You know why? Because Linares, who has punching power, hit him at the end of a round and shook him up, right? So since when does shook him up make you chinny? When people who've been laying face first on the canvas after being knocked out have a great chin. So therefore, that's relative, right? So our bottom line, he's a whole lot of stuff, but they don't want to fight him. And that's another thing Devin Haney is. He's very profound because he is the author of this question, of this statement. They say everything except let's fight. And that's, well, he's been saying that since he's been 21 years old. So yeah, Devin Haney is all that in a bag of chips. Lomachenko says it. So we're going to have to listen to Lomachenko. So the fight, and here's something that Domodamas is wrong about probably, it might be happening. That's what Lomachenko says. He needs this fight because he's going for Undisputed. He said when he was an amateur, when he was a kid, he wanted to win an Olympic gold medal. He said when he went to the pro ranks, he wanted to be a world champion. And he says, once you become a world champion, then you want to become Undisputed world champion. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So, guys, let's see what happens. You know, Doma might be wrong about something, which would be great, right? So we can have these undisputed fights. So let's see what happens. Lomachenko is speaking. He's speaking highly of Devin Haney, which he should, because that's the truth. And that's why I always say, you know, Ukraine, bring the pain. Y'all know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of great Ukrainian fighters, and a lot of them, America does these things because America has these agendas and stuff. But I was saying Lomachenko, even though I'm not his biggest fan because of what they say he is, instead of just saying he's a great fighter, instead of saying he's the best, I'm not going that far with him because he's obviously not. The best won't have 2 losses in his first, actually 3 in my opinion, in his first 20 fights. But he's damn good, right? But what I like about Lomachenko is no matter what everyone's saying around him, trying to force him to say bad things about other fighters, try to force him to say he's so super great, he doesn't go that far. He never does. So I see that. So I'm not blaming him, right? You know, I'm not blaming him. It's not like a Canelo Alvarez thing. Canelo wasn't like that at first too, but once you keep coddling somebody for so long, then it happens. When you spoil a kid, they're going to grow up spoiled, right? So, you know, a lot of times that's what happens. But I'm noticing Lomachenko, and you guys should notice it too, he doesn't say these outlandish things about himself. And so me being an older guy, I realize that, right? So let's see if we're lucky. The fight's going to happen in May between Devin Haney and Lomachenko, and it's going to be great, whatever. It's going to be very technical, but it's going to be a great fight from 2 great fighters. There's no excuses here. Lomachenko's not too old, right? And Devin Haney's not too young, right? So there there you have it. We can get into that, but that's another video. Devin Haney's not too young. Lomachenko's not too old, right? They're still there. And so it's a damn good fight. So you guys, have a great day, right? And we'll holler at you. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.